Good morning. Hello everyone, hope you're okay. Happy Sunday. Hope you're all having a lovely weekend. Haven't seen you for a little while, I've been busy. Sorry, I was meant to be with you yesterday doing something. What were we meant to be doing yesterday? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to move it into, beaded bows. We were going to do beaded bow brooches. So we will shift that to another date. I had some last minute shows added in, so hopefully you had a lovely morning with Kitty. Hope you're all doing okay. Good morning, Camille. Bit dull here. Are you well rested after all your shows? A little bit jaded today. So I was on yesterday, I was on Create and Craft TV, launched at 9, and then I was meant to have 4:30, 6 and 9 PM as well, but the stock didn't last. We had a huge sellout day, so I was quite happy to be home in time for Strictly, I have to say. So I was home having a glass of wine by the time Strictly started, so that was nice. So I am a little more rested than I should have been. Good morning, Alicia. Hi, Ruth. Hi, Linda. Good morning, Janice. Morning, Kitty. Kitty's here as well. Hi Dee, Rachel, good morning, and it's cloudy and cold here in South Yorkshire. It's not great here in Lincolnshire either, a little bit of a dull day, but I've got my stepdaughter and my in-laws here today, and we're all off for a bit of retail therapy this afternoon. Have a little walk around some shops. Hi Jane, hi Joe. I've done these rings, they're beautiful, she says. I'm putting a slight little spin on it today, and I'm using Delica beads. So hopefully in the little, my mum's profile is here. She says, morning Sarah, it's Harry. I'm watching with Granny. Harry is my nephew. Good morning, darling. Love you. Good morning, Diane. Sarah, glad it was a sellout. Yesterday was crazy busy. The most popular flower launch we've ever had. Good morning, Pamela. Okay, lovely. Morning, Kitty. Oh, sorry, I'm reading away. Doris is saying good morning to Kitty. Yes, Kitty is here behind the scenes as well. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today are the peyote rings, and I'm going to show you them on the website in a moment. Ava's saying she hasn't gone to bed yet. Where are you, Ava? What time is it? We're making beautiful peyote stitch rings. Now this was a kit that Kitty put together a little while ago. These are using some beautiful Toho size 11 seed beads, and there are full kits available. There's 2 different colours. You can either do it in the golds, and in your actual kit you're going to have the instructions to make all of these shapes. So there is the little bobble cocktail ring, very similar to the hedgehog bracelets that Kitty does, so that's a great one if you've been making those. What we're going to learn are these gorgeous peyote bands, and you can use it to make necklaces and bracelets with as well. There's 2 different types of stitch with peyote. You can either do an odd count or an even count, and I'm going to show you both. Now with an odd count you need to do a bit of a funky turn, so I'm going to show you a nice easy way to do that. And as you can see in your kit you're going to get all these beautiful patterns, so you can do a crisscross, you can do lovely little patterns. Your kit will also include a little sheet so that you can even design your own, and also a graduated. Now in the blues, do excuse my one chip nail, I'm very sorry. In the blues you can also do your graduating as well, so golds and blues, they're your choices, and I'm going to show you on the website in a moment. Now I'm actually using Delica beads, and the Delica beads are so uniformed, they're Japanese, so beautifully uniformed that when you are stitching, as you can see, you just get the most beautiful, precise brickwork, which is just gorgeous. Now this is an even count, so I'm going to show you that, and I'm just keeping mine nice and basic. I've got a dark rose and a light rose, but I picked some of our most popular colours and ones that we have the most stock of to show you. There is a beautiful rainbow finish, there is the rose gold, obviously, you know me. There is the darker bronze gold, there is a pinky purple, and then there is a silver lined purple as well, and they are all on the website. Is this the pattern? Is this the pattern which is on USB 3? Yes, it will be. Now I'm just going to quickly show you the website so that you can have a little look if you want to go and get these kits. So as usual, up to categories, down to Facebook tutorials, and there is everything. So you've got wire wrap jewellery from yesterday, crocheting with elastic and crystals. I still need to watch that and learn that one. Desperate to make that one. Creation Station, you've got hair fascinators, crisscross, that was the last time I was with you on the 13th. today is peyote rings. So peyote stitch is a weave that we are using our beads with. You can download the patterns for $1.99. This is your grid sheet. So that will give you a blank platform, blank piece of paper that gives you all the peyote stitch brickwork formation, so that you can get your pens out, colour in your designs, and then it makes you a really nice easy pattern to follow. So I'm using the copper lined and I'm using the metallic bronze today, but as you can see, you've got them all in here in your delicas. So if you've already made these in seed beads, go to delicas now and you will notice the difference. They're absolutely beautiful. A little bit more expensive, obviously, you are paying for that finish. But if you want a complete kit where you've got your mass makes, and you'll get your instructions included in the kits as well, and these are all the ones you're going to learn. The crisscross, you've got some lovely patterns in there, various different bands, and also the graduated peyote. So you've got all of that in there to be able to learn in your set. Okay, so let's get going. I'm using the Delica beads, like I said, so that I get a really lovely finish. But let's start off, first of all, at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. So when you are doing an even count, let's start there because that's the simplest. Now there lots of different patterns are going to account for odd or even count, because depending on your pattern, your shapes, whatever you're filling in your grids for, depending on your actual design, you're going to need sometimes an odd or even amount of beads. Odd gives you a little funky turn that you need to do. I'm actually going to use an easy eye needle today as well, just to keep it nice and simple. So we'll start with an even count and then I'll show you an odd. And if we get time, I'll then finish the ring as well. So with the pattern that I've been doing, I'm just picking up, actually let's do it in another colour. Let's do these purples. I've been wanting to use these actually, because these are a lovely rainbow colour. Let's have a little look here. Look, not even opened. Sheila says, morning all, got the heating on because I'm freezing. Yeah, I put the heating on as soon as I got up actually. Then had a bit of a turn, now I'm in a t-shirt. Yes it is, says Kitty, so that is the pattern that is on USB 3. Good morning Leslie. Elizabeth, got this kit when Kitty bought it to create and craft, but never managed to do it. We'll go and get it out now to have another go. Yeah, get it out. We can bead along together. I'm going to mix these two colours, bit funky, but let's have a go. Hopefully then you'll be able to see. I'm using contrasting colours so that it'll be nice and easy for you to see. Too small for me. I struggled with brick stitch on larger beads. Oh, Margaret, this is actually an easier one because with peyote, they slot into place. So it actually gives you a nice even and simple foundation stitch to work on, because where you are meant to be going is really, really visible. Okay, so I'm going to add on an even amount of beads. So let's go, I'm going to go alternate so that you can see where the beads are sitting. Not really a pattern I would make for a ring, but for visually for the video, let's go for it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 6, so that we have a little bit of a wider brickwork. Okay, so 6 beads onto the end here, and then I'm going to pick up my outside bead. So I'm going to go alternate. Actually, no, let's go each row by row. So I'm picking up the purple one. I am going to miss that last bead. So that's bead number 6. I'm going to miss that one, and I'm going to go up through the next bead. So bead number 5 in my row. Oh no, hold on. Look at this, gone wrong already. Obviously not that rested, am I, Camille? Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Right, let's start again. I've spun it all the way round, you see. Bear with 1 sec. Right, let's go again. Picking up all my 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way down to the end. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are working on your needle side. So I'm going to pick up the lighter coloured bead, my rainbow finish. I'm going to miss that last bead and I'm going to go up through bead number 5. And when I pull this tightly, what you will see is that my first 2 beads, or my last 2 beads, will now sit directly next to each other in this almost like little brick formation. Okay, and now the pattern is a complete repeat of that. Every time I'm going to pick up a bead, miss one bead on my previous stitching, and then go through another. So I'm going to pick up my rainbow bead because that is going to sit next to the rainbow bead I have here, and I'm going to go through the purple one. So I've picked one up, miss a bead on my row, and go through the next. And can you see when I pull this tightly? They're going to start sitting next to each other. And again, picking up a rainbow and through the purple. So to begin with, go for alternate beads, and this will give you a lovely row by row, because you're always going to know which bead to pick up, because visually you can see the difference between the two. So contrasting colours are good. And now I'm going to flip my work over and work up the row again. So I always work away from me. So I flipped it over and now I'm going to go straight back up. And when I get to the top, I'll flip it over again, and then I can just keep on going. So now this time it's going to be the purples, picking up a purple. And now you can see exactly where my beads are going to slot into place, because it's given me all these open gaps. So all you're doing is filling in those gaps. So picking up the purple, I've turned around and I'm going to go through each one of these rainbows. Pick up a purple, only go through one, and in we go. And as you can see, it's starting to give us that lovely brickwork. And again, rotate that work around so that I'm going to be working away from me. And this time we're back onto rainbows. Pick it up and through we go. So you can see that an even count is really, really simple, because all you're going to do when you get to the top is rotate your work around and continue beading. And when you get your little brickwork blank sheet of paper, so remember to pop that into your baskets. That's going to give you this lovely formation that your beads will sit in. And just use your coloured pens or pencils and you can create some lovely little designs. You can do lines, rows, letters, you can put messages in them. You can go as thick as you want to as well in terms of the band. Although we're doing rings today, obviously you just keep on going and you'll have a beautiful bracelet as well. So this is your even count. And as you can see, it is the easiest place to start because there are no tricky turns and it's going to give you a really lovely finish. Now the delicate beads, let's face it, we are approaching Christmas, especially now Strictly started. Who watched it last night? That's when you know that Christmas is nearly here, when Strictly starts. So let's face it, we're thinking about presents, we're thinking about gifts. Doing something like this with delicate beads is really lovely because it's just going to give you that little bit more of an expensive finish. So it's going to give it a very high-end look. They're not too expensive as beads. I mean, you are making this ring for pennies with the delicates. You might need to invest, you know, £6 or so in your actual beads, but they're going to go so far. You would probably be able to make, well, I don't know, 10, 15 plus rings out of your beads. So you can see how this is going to start to give you that lovely row. Using those alternate colours is a really great place to start because it's making it very visually easy for you. Okay, so that is even count. Let's go for odd, which you need to do a little bit of a funky turn. I'm going to use the same colour beads. Just need to get a bit of thread. Let's go for a pink one for this one. And I'm going to show you the proper traditional way to make that turn on an odd count peyote, but I'm also going to show you a bit of a cheat as well. How many grams of delica beads in each bag? I think it's 5. Let me just go and check for you because they do it in smaller sizing. Yeah, 5 grams, which is approximately 900 beads. So you still get plenty in there, but they don't do it in the 10 grams like you would obviously with Toho. They are that little bit more expensive. Of course, if you bought 10, so normally they just pack it down. So if you add in 2 sets, if you like, into your basket, it'll probably come in a 10 gram bag. Camille says, I was scared of peyote stitch until I learnt how to do them and now I love it. I think that's the thing. It's always fear of the unknown, isn't it? You think it's going to be scary, but it's not. Okay, so let's go for 3, 4, 5. Okay, so starting off exactly the same, except this time we've picked up an odd number. Tail around the top, and then to begin with, it's exactly the same thing. So picking up a bead, missing that last one, and going through the one above it, like so. It's going to give me the same finish when I encourage them to sit properly. Same finish, same little brickwork all the way up to the top, but it's up at the top where we come a cropper because we haven't got enough beads to go through and to make that lovely turn. Because now I'm going to add on my purple bead, which is the next one in my row. Move this down, but as you can see, I've got nowhere else to go. I've just got these 2 top beads. So what I'm going to do is actually tie these 2 together. I'm just going to do a little overhand minute, and I can always weave this back into my work afterwards. Okay, so to begin with, now I've got, just as we did with the even count, I've got my brickwork all into place. Now that that knot is there, I can just turn around and continue as normal, because that's my first turn, if you like. So I'm sorted up there. We'll go back down to the bottom, and you will always find on your odd count, one side is going to be absolutely perfect because now I can turn that around, add on my beads, just like we did with even. One side is fine, very straightforward, just rotate. When you get to the top is when you need to do your little turns. So you can see I've got back up to the top. I've got nowhere for my beads to go. I need to add on this purple bead, but how do I attach it in and then position myself ready for the next one? So what I'm going to do is pick up my bead, and I'm going to come down through that first one and through the second one. And this is where I find that the easy eye needles, I just get a little bit more bend in them, because of course they aren't as rigid as your normal beading needles. I find the easy eyes are quite handy. So I'm going to come down to here. So you can see I've gone down 2 beads. I'm now exiting out of here. I'm going to cross over to the bead next to it. So I'm exiting from this one. I'm going to go back up through this one and back up through. So you're basically creating a crisscross. So I've gone down, along and up. So I will then come through this bead here and also the top. And your first ones are a little bit tricky because I've got that knot there as well, but I can navigate around that. And as I pull my thread in, it's just going to completely disappear into my brickwork. Now I can come down through the bead that we added, and I'm ready and in position. Do excuse my chip nail, I didn't actually notice it until we went live. I'm very sorry. I'll sort them out before tomorrow. And now I'm ready to just keep on going. Okay, so we'll do that once more. This edge and turn is fine. I can flip that over and I can carry on. And as you can see, even with the odd count, it still comes together quite quickly. And depending on obviously the pattern and the shapes that you want to achieve, both have their place. It would be a shame not to be able to do anything just because it made it a little bit trickier. So you can still have your lovely patterns. Okay, so picking up that bead, so I just need to fill in this little gap. So I've picked up my bead, I'm coming down 2 to the left of my positioning. So down these 2 here. Pull that through, and that purple one will now sit on the outside. Crossing over now next to it, so I will go through this one and this one. As you can see there, good morning Earl, he is barking at you all. Pulling that through, and again that thread will just disappear into that brickwork, and then I can come down through that bead that we have added, rotate it over, and carry on as normal. So you really don't need to be scared of it. It is a little bit trickier in that it's slightly more time consuming, but it's only going to add on a few seconds to each one of those rows. Now on this one, I'm going to show you my cheat. The issue with doing the cheat is that you actually end up with one outside edge, the one that we are going to do this little cheat on. You will end up with a thicker thread path. So what I'm going to do is add on my bead just as normal. So we've got to the top where we need to do our tricky turn. And rather than doing the crisscross formation, what I'm going to do is just take my needle and I'm going to go underneath the thread path from the previous bead. So I'm not even going into any beads. I've picked the bead up. I'm just going to loop it in and underneath. Sorry, I've just seen, hold on one sec. Just seeing my battery's going to die on the laptop, so one sec. Whew. Crisis averted. We're in. Okay, picked up my bead underneath that thread path, just here. And then I'm going to bring that through. And what that's going to do is loop that thread, which will attach it and affix my bead into place. And now I can just go straight through that bead. And then I can turn around and carry on. But can you see, I'm not sure whether, can you see that you end up with like a sort of double loop? Because of course we've gone through double the thread and it's looped over. So what that will end up doing is giving you that slightly thicker outer edge. Not by much, but it's by using a thread that's going to disappear with those outer beads. So just have a look at the colour that is going to be your very outer edge and pick your nearest thread colour to it. I'll do it once more as well. So it is a nice little cheat. It's not the traditional way of doing it. I'm sure there are hardcore beaders that would be totally disgusted at a little quick fix cheat. But for some of us, it just makes it nice and easy. So again, adding on that last bead, bringing it down, looping under that thread, so that visible thread from the previous turn, through and down. And then I can rotate my work. So now you can see, it's just like a little half hitch. So you can see that you're actually getting that little loop. So whereas you have an individual thread path here, Kitty's saying, I like this cheat. Handy, isn't it? Here you're getting your slight little loop. It really isn't by much. It's never bothered me in my odd count at all, because I would rather have it nice and easy to create. And of course, like I said, using those threads. And if you have a look on our website, we've got the huge colour wheels of threads. Just pick the right colour thread for the outside. Okay, so hopefully that is all okay with you. If there is anything else that you would like me to cover, then let me know. I'm going to transfer onto my ring now. I was hoping I might be able to finish it, but I'm not sure we will in the time, but I'm going to show you how to attach that band. Question, can you show the first way again, please? Yes, I can, because the ring that I'm about to finish off is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Oh, do you mean the crisscross version? I will show you that. Is this the one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So you want the traditional way, Lorna, yeah? The crisscross, as opposed to the even count. Okay. So let's go back to the traditional way where we're crossing over. Anything that saves time is good, says Angela. Lindsay says, I do love Peyote Stitch. The cheat seems so easy, says Elizabeth. It really is. You know, it might just be time dependent. Again, anything that's going to make life a little bit easier, I think we tend to love. If you are in a little bit of a tight spot for time. But likewise, if you just want to stick a film on a rainy, dull Sunday afternoon, then of course, you can sit and do something a little bit more traditional, a bit more timey. So I've picked up my bead. So this is where we are on our odd turn. And Mina says, I need to learn this. There is so much to try, but not enough time in the day. I know, right? So much. I still need to learn that crocheting. So I have picked up my extra bead, and now we are going to do the traditional turn for your odd count peyote. So I'm going to come down the bead next to the gap that I am filling, and also the one next to it to the left. So I'm going down on the left hand side 2 beads, coming down those beads, pulling that tight. That will now put into place your missing bead. So this one up at the top here, but I need to be on top of this bead and coming down it to be able to turn around and fill in my next row. So I'm going to go to the right of the bead I am exiting and back up through the left bead. So you're making that crisscross pattern. So I'm coming down, along, and back up. Back up to the bead next to the one that we have just added. And when I pull this tightly, you'll see that that thread will just completely disappear in between the beads. And then I am now in the position to come down through the bead that we were adding. I can rotate it around and carry on. Let's do it one more time, just to make sure that we've got it. If anyone would like to see anything else again, please do just say, like Lorna wanted a quick little recap on it, do let me know. I get so many lovely compliments when I wear the Aztec bangle you bought out a while ago. Oh my goodness, I know the exact one you're talking about. They were with Miyuki beads, weren't they? On a band, I think, is the one that you are referring to, Camille. Absolutely loved those. Oh dear, I think I need to collect some delicas now, says Lucy. Sorry, everybody, not seen this stitch done that way before. Oh, well, there you go. I can recap anything else you like. This is just how I find it the easiest way to do everything. And you know me, I need it quite quick and easy sometimes. So we'll do it once more. Anyone else want to see the little cheat way? Can do that again. So we're up at the top, adding in this bead. And what I like to do with my work as well, you can see the Delica beads just sit so uniformly. They are beautiful, but I do keep every now and again just rubbing it through my fingers, making sure that my tension is right. All of that is complete. On the band, yeah, I remember those ones. They were beautiful. Okay, so up, adding on this extra bead, down through the 2, and like I said, my easy eye needle just gives me that little bit more bend to make it nice and easy. Down through the 2, along, up, and down. So it's only going to add a few seconds to your turn and to the pass. But it's going to give you the great result. Okay, right, let's switch over now to my ring. I was hoping to wear this today, but I don't think I'm going to get it finished. But I am going to show you just how to kind of zip it together to create your lovely band. Right, let me, because these Delicas are a little bit special, I'm just going to put these ones away so that I don't lose any. Those ones can go in there, these ones can go back in here, and then back to my beautiful rose gold. Okay, now remember, if you are going for the kits, you're going to have the patterns and the instructions to do all of these. Now these are all made using peyote, so exactly what I've shown you, but then you can start getting a bit funky and a bit clever. So this one here, you are doing a wide band and then you're splitting off into 2. So as you can see, you get that lovely crisscross. There is also the wishbone shape. You can also do that with peyote. You're just going to drop one bead up at the top, so you won't come through the first one. You'll go through the second and start adding your beads on. You can do graduated peyote. We've done bracelets like these in the shows before. So all you're going to do is start adding in different shapes of beads, or different sizes, sorry. But as you can see, they look really, really lovely. And of course you can start adding embellishments as well. So it is just a plain band underneath, and then you're going to add on some dimension up on top. Okay, stitching them together. Let's just put this through. Easy eye needle, so nice and simple to interchange between projects. Okay, so I have done an even count on here. I'm probably only about halfway through, so I'm not going to get it finished, but I will have a little look. So when you want to zip them together, so creating these bands, obviously this would only be for a ring. For a bracelet, you're going to attach on some form of clasp. You want to make sure that your beads, you are finishing on alternate rows. So obviously at the moment, my bead pattern is the same top and bottom. My second row beads are sticking out. So I'm going to do one more pass so that I can zip them together. I'm not even sure this will, well, yeah, of course it will. It'll zip together. It's just not going to be a ring. It's going to be a spacer bar. So filling in one more row. And now you can see that I've got my second row here, my bead is sticking out, and on my second row here, my bead is on the in. So now I can bring these both together. Lorna says, thank you, Sarah. I think I've done this stitch onto some carrier beads. I think they were called flat rectangle beads. Yes, the carrier beads are those plastic or glass, you can get them. They are the sort of rectangular almost beads with two holes running through the middle, and you can peyote stitch a cover to go on top, which will be just like this. Yeah, so that would be exactly that. Angela says, can I hear something? It might be my stepdaughter walking around upstairs. I'm afraid we are very creaky floorboards. So my desk isn't going to give way. It's just, it's just the noise upstairs. Okay, so I'm going to bring these both together and zip them together. So you will bring it round, and now these beads are sitting nice and close next to each other. Can you see that? And all I'm going to do is come through the bottom bead here on my right, and then I'll go through the bead on the left. Then I'll go through the bead on the right, then the bead on the left. Oh, Angela says she thought her hearing was going funny. No, we just got really creaky floorboards, and I'm taking her shopping after this, so she's getting ready. Up the other side. So all I'm doing is going in between each, and sometimes the beads are coming out. That's because on this side I've got my tail. If I pull that tightly, that will come through. And then on my last one, up at the top, like so. So now if I pull these nice and tightly, I'm going to get that gorgeous seamless finish. Now these are fantastic spacer beads, if you like. You can do little rows. Look at that, it's so cute. But that's going to be gorgeous, threaded onto something in between. You could thread these onto a thick leather. You could thread them onto multiple strings of ribbon, whatever else it might be. It's given me an entire hollow tube to be able to, obviously it's not going to be my ring to wear today, is it? But you can pop that onto absolutely anything. But it's giving you that gorgeous seamless finish. Now to tie these threads off, my two beads at the bottom here aren't connected, so you can just weave through, go through a few beads, losing these tails all the way through. You can do a couple of half hitch knots up at the top on these outer rows, and then you can pull them in two beads. But look at how gorgeous the Delica beads are. Use it on the satin cord from yesterday. Perfect. That would be really gorgeous. And of course they don't take long to make because you're not really adding many rows. You make it look so easy. I get all fingers and thumbs. Is that in that bit? So what you might find, Lorna, when you're bringing it together, a lot of the time it's how you're holding it. So what you will notice is that sometimes people try and do it all in one pass. So they'll bring in the interlocking beads and sit them so that they're on top of each other, and then trying to pass that needle all the way up and through is a little bit tricky. What I do is keep them separate. I'll keep them next to each other like this, so they're not even touching. And as you can see, I just held it together, pinched together in my fingers. And then I'm going left to right and left to right. That way your thread isn't getting in the way. I didn't pull it tightly. I didn't pull it too tightly. I didn't worry about the tension until the very end. Just do each little step. You know you're going through the process. The spare fingers get in the way. I know, all those spare fingers. You're going to try and make it as easy for yourself as you can. What you can also do is with peyote stitch, if you were to make little bands that were only, if you were going to make little bands that are only 2 or 3 beads wide, so for example, you could make a little tube. How many beads would it need to be? 5. So on the outside, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you made it so that they are 5 rows of beads, and then you zip it together like this, that will thread straight onto a head or an eye pin. Let me just, I thought I had one on my mat there. Here we go. I had one this morning. Let's see, I might do it in these ones actually so that you can see it a little bit better. So, you peyote stitch a band that is 5 rows wide, or 5 rows long, I should say. You can make it as long as you would like. So let's do, can you see it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you would bring them together. And then you put your eye pin or your head pin straight through, and you basically get a little cover for your pins. So you can imagine if you were to make it, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 rows long, wide, then you would cover an entire eye pin. What I will do is I will design a little pair of earrings doing exactly that. And then in the next few weeks or so, I will add that onto the list. And we'll do some little eye and head pin covers. Is it basically attaching an inner bead to an outer bead to close the ring? Exactly that. So if you think of a zip, you'll have those interlocking pieces that come, and that's why if I pull this one apart, actually, you might be able to see it. And that's why you need to finish on alternate bead edges, because you are just zipping it together. Where is this thread? There we go. Like doing up a zip or doing up a corset or something like that. Can you see? If I open this up, oh, you can't quite see it because the thread, maybe if I put my finger in there. So what you can see is that you are just going left to right, adding on those beads, zipping it together. So when you hold it together and bring it together like this, and you pull this tightly, all those beads just pop into place and fill in those gaps. It's so satisfying to watch and do. Maybe it's just me, I'm a bit funny. So there you can see, and then you just need to weave in those extra tails, weave in those little threads, and you'll be done. Elaine, I hope that helps. If any of you get stuck with anything at all, then give us a shout, message us on Facebook, pop a little comment in this video. Kitty and I are pretty much always online, and we will answer anything. We also have the Totally Handmade by Totally Beads Facebook group. You are all so lovely. You all help each other. Sarah has extra fingers, don't forget. I do. To look at it, you think I've only got 5 on each hand, but when you start beading, I'm sure a few extra ones appear from somewhere. Yes, Totally Handmade. So even if Kitty and I are busy and we don't see your messages, there are thousands of you in there that will always jump to help if they can and give extra tips and tricks. Lorna was our lovely Maker of the Month for September. We will be picking the October Maker of the Month very, very soon. Head on over there, get helping everybody out, sharing your images, and somebody at the end of the month will win a £30 voucher. Don't forget to invite your friends as well, share the beautiful community. Some of you may know, and I know that hundreds of you have already signed up and expressed an interest in our up and coming bead clubs. Head on over. I will ask Kitty to put up a little link. You should have had it in your newsletter, but next week we have some very exciting news and our bead club launching, so make sure you don't miss out on that. Angela says it's a lovely friendly bunch. It really, really is. Nipping them side by side looks easier. I was trying to keep them further apart so I could see. Yeah, just sit them next to each other and just think one on the left, one on the right, one on the left. And hopefully that will make it easier for you. Beautiful stitch, so neat. I made some Union Jack earrings using this stitch, using size 15 Mayukis. Susan, head on over to that group and share a picture. I would love to see it. Are the bead clubs online? Yes, they are, Dorothy. So Kitty actually used to run every Thursday a bead club from the warehouse, has been doing it for years, and we had lots and lots of people. But we just don't think it's going to be possible. And now that we have such a huge following online from actually all across the world, yet let alone across the country, we have decided, or I say we, Kitty has decided to take the bead club online. So it will be, again, a lovely little community who will meet week by week and do the bead club just as we did in the warehouse. So lots of exciting things coming up. Oh, Lorna says, yay, thank you, Sarah and Kitty. Still can't believe you picked me. Well, Lorna, thank you for all your constant support and help to all our gorgeous beaders. So thank you for all your time and the lovely tutorials. You are more than welcome. Can you make toggle clasps too? Yes, Linda, you can. Oh, Elaine says, really love this, excited to try it. Amazing. Yes, you can make your own bar toggle clasps. And actually, again, if Kitty's still watching, I'm going to add that to my little design list for some bits and pieces coming up. So you can actually peyote stitch a circle and then you peyote stitch a bar, which will mean that you can then make your own bar toggle clasps, which are fabulous. I'll add that on as well. Brilliant. Got the email, but wasn't sure if online or physical. Yeah, it's going to be online so that we can just be all inclusive to absolutely all of you and carry on growing our lovely following and our lovely community. So thank you so much, guys. I will see you tomorrow. What are we doing? I hear you say. I do not know. I did have it on my bead mat last night and I can't even remember. Tomorrow is the memory wire necklace. So we were doing memory wire bangles. We've had plaited memory wire. Did I bring those back in? Yes, I did. You may have seen, I think they were going to be a feature on the newsletter this week. The plaited memory wire that we were doing, we had the beautiful teal and purple. I have finally finished making that one. My favourite, the gold and the navy. And then the pastels as well. Beautiful springtime colours, really soft and gorgeous. We had all of these. Tomorrow we're going to make a matching necklace. So using the same colours of beads so that you can have your beautiful plaited bangles and now a necklace to match, because we can never have enough of accessories, right? Happy shopping, stay safe. Thank you, Camille. Yeah, it's always a bit daunting going out at the moment. I don't really want to do it, but sometimes you have to, don't you? Just essentials. Have a lovely day, everyone. Thank you, Sarah and Kitty, and everyone. Have a lovely tutorial again. Bye. See you tomorrow. Thank you, Lorna. Alicia says, thank you, Sarah. Have a lovely Sunday, as everyone else got lessons planned to do. Boo-hoo. Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun, Alicia. I hope you have a nice day. Enjoy, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Happy weekend. Stay safe, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Take care. Bye.